on down, kids. Come on down, come on down. Gather around the fire. Gather around the fire. Gather around. We're gonna fuck shit up. That's what we're doing. We're gonna break your mind. Hopefully it's already breaking open. If you watched any of the videos. Come on down. Gather around the proverbial TikTok campfire, everybody. We're gonna sing a song. Oh yeah, more likes attract viewers. Keep it up. God, I hate TikTok so much. I hate it. It's so, I feel it. They're trying to train me, right? Even when I talk about certain things. That's why I like lives, because it's like, ha, you motherfuckers. You can't censor my lives. Oh, whoa, just re-downloaded TikTok as you went live. Da-da! Look at that, some universe shit. Dingo, here we are. I'm gonna adjust. Is this better? Wait, where are we at? Where's the angle? Is the angle good here? Angle of the dangle. You guys got the daisies in there? That's important. Yo. Can I just tell you how much I just fucking hate TikTok? Those little bastards. Like, I was titling this live. First I said, let's fuck shit up. And they're like, nope. Those banned words. And I was like, you bastards. And then I was like, oh, I'm going to change the characters. You know, they knew. I tried so many different ways to say, let's fuck shit up. And TikTok would not let me do it. But I was just like, you bastards. Like, I will not be constrained to your system. Sons of bitches. Seriously, you know? It is a children's app. Well, a kid's got to learn, you know? The kids have got to learn somewhere. What? I'd rather teach them than somebody else, you know? It's not a children's app. Look at all you. How old are you guys? How old is everybody on here right now? Oh, I love you too. Thank you. I mean, I hope you're here knowing that I love you dearly. If you're here, if you've seen any of my videos, or you just felt the energy of this moment right now, you should know that I fucking love you. All right? 51, right? It's not a kid's app. Look at this. It's old talk, for crying out loud. I have a mug with flowers on it. What kid's drinking tea? Those little bitches. They can't handle that chocolate mint. Oh, that chocolate mint, so good. Do you know Lou Sasshole? Is this one of those jokes? Like you going to sock on? These nuts? It's a kid's app, right? So I gotta learn this stuff. It was for the kids? Well, there's kids talk. Trust me. I see what my daughter watches on TikTok, right? And I would much rather have her hear me cursing away, living my best life and being free, and having their minds break open a little bit so I don't get constrained. It was a joke. Loose asshole. Thank you. I did get a cut. God, I told the lady, I was like, this is what I told her. I was like, I want business on the sides. And I want a party on top. And then a fucking rager in the back. She's like, you got some dead ends. I'm going to have to cut these off. That's always code. You got to know what they're talking about, those haircut ladies. You got to understand that when they say you have dead ends, they're going to cut your mullet off. Bitch. I still tipped her well. You know, she was nice enough. But she had intentions, you know? Should siblings date? I don't think that's healthy. If you're into like Game of Thrones and stuff, it's different. But I think probably just, why not like go outside of the gene pool a little bit, mix shit up a little bit, you know? Jeez. Okay, how old are you guys? We're establishing the fact if this is a kid's talk or it's old talk, because I'm pretty sure it's old talk right now. It's 9 o'clock in California. So wherever else in the world, no procreating, at least y'all can date. 51, we got old talk. 23, old enough. 28, 22, see? 42, look at this. It's not a fucking kid's app. 34, look at us. 65, right? Everyone's like, it's a kid's app. It's like, fuck off, TikTok. I want to say, what we got talking about this was, I tried to make the title of this thing, Let's Fuck Shit Up. Because I was just like, I was so tired of it, man. I went to Sunset tonight. Society just gets me going. I go to Sunset, right? I'm literally in Encinitas. It's like the most beautiful place in the world. Swami's Beach, right? All the hippies are like, it's a portal. Like, to what? I don't fucking know. It's a portal to some realization. It's the Self-Realization Fellowship right there. Yogananda, Mr. Second Coming of Christ himself. Designed for kids. They got kids talk. No, I don't believe that shit. I feel what they try to do to me in the things that I say. When I talk about certain things, my views go way down. When I talk about certain stuff, it's like, they're just like, okay, what are the advertisers gonna want, you know? Because they're trying to make money off the advertisers. They're trying to make money of you guys sending me a rose. I mean, I love it when you guys like send me a little rose or a bunny or something. I see like a cent of it. Like, I'd rather have you use the buy me a coffee link in my bio and send me actual money. But the roses make my heart tingle, you know? So I understand the sentiment. And TikTok, you know, we gotta pay the man a little bit to use the app so it can set your little minds free. But anyway, I go to Sunset, right? Let me just tell you about this. It is the most beautiful, it's like a fucking postcard, right? There's the Secret Spot, right? And if you're local, you know about Secret Spot. And there's multiple places where you can sit at Secret Spot. Like, a lot of people, you could fit 100 people in Secret Spot, right? If you really packed them in there. Want to have a party. You got to be careful because it is a cliff. You can make out in the bushes there. There's all kinds of Secret Spot action. Multiple little spots in Secret Spot. Who was there? Me. Sitting there in the dirt. Right? Play some Sabbath, yeah. What's up, Brian? Good to see you, man. Hey, bro, just wanted to pop in and let you know your videos are awesome. I hope you... Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you popped in. Hang out for a minute. We're going to talk about how society is fucked. Anyway, so I'm at Secret Spot watching the sunset. It is the most picturesque, beautiful thing ever. I mean, you can see Yogananda's house. You got the little beach break, the whole thing. The whole shebang, right? I mean, it is literally like take a picture and you got a postcard, right? We live in a society. Major struggling. I bet, man. Think about this. Think about this, Brian. I am sitting in the dirt in the Secret Spot just going, look at this. Look at this amazing beauty right here. Something out of a fucking postcard. And who's there? Just me. Not a single other person. There's a couple people up in a van. Like in the comforts of their van. Don't let anybody... I just hide in my little van. I'm going to go appreciate the beauty, but I can't be free. I can't like come out into the world. Hiding. And it's like, how much money do you guys fucking people pay for these houses here and nobody's out here enjoying the sunset in the most beautiful spot, in the Secret Spot? It was just me. I was mad at society at that moment. It was really beautiful, so I kind of got over it, but I was still kind of pissed. And I'm like, look at everybody in their heads. Everybody's so stuck in their heads. Oh, I got this to do. I can't go be free. I can't be this and that. Oh, society. Bullshit. Like you're trapped in your own mind. You are not free because you don't believe yourself to be free. And then meanwhile, there's Daniel out there on his e-bike just living it up. Not a soul in sight. The best spot to get sunset in the history of mankind. They literally write songs about the Secret Spot. I don't know who, but somebody does. Everybody's too busy, stuck in their head. People walking their dog. They like forget to look at the sunset happening. This absolute beauty. Because they're so focused, I'm walking the dog. I have to walk the dog because I got the schedule and I got to do the thing. It's like, why the fuck are you living here? Why the fuck are you paying this money to live here if you're not going to look at the sunset? Like, what is wrong with you guys? Anyway, hamsters on wheels, truly. Many people are sitting in their secret or public spots watching their sunrises or sunsets, truly. But if you take the general population of Encinitas, right? I don't know what that is. A couple 100,000 people. All paying top dollar. And nobody's watching the sunset. Now, granted, there's people that come out to the sunset. I go to the sunset almost every night. I try to, if I'm not like on a client call or something. It's like my religion, you know? It's like, watch the damn sunset. Every civilization known to have existed and collapsed. That's the thing. Because everyone's stuck in their damn heads instead of being free. Look who you are. It's like Jesus. Oh, the kingdom is here. It's right here. It's your perspective. It's how you choose to see things. I'm glad you're going to the beach. Yeah. Think about that, though. What are you doing right now in this moment? In this moment, right here. Are you living freely? Are you breathing in all of the beautiful oxygen molecules around you? Are you grateful for everything that you have in this moment? Or are you living in some hell, some self-imposed hell of, oh, I don't have this thing here, or I need to have this thing, or what I'm scared of this thing in the future. Meanwhile, all you have is this moment here. We drive ourselves into misery. We drive ourselves into hell. Instead of choosing freedom in the moment. Breathe the fucking air. Who cares about society? You can't control all of society. All you can control is your moment and who you are. And when you control your moment, that all spreads out. But you're programmed to condition, oh, I have to reach way out here and do this. And then you're all in your anxiety. Oh, what about the past? I could have been this or I was this. Depression. Like, I was there. I was fucked up on the floor. Couldn't do a thing. Right? It hurt. All of life had crashed. Everything had broken. All of my concepts of the way things should be. Me as a business person, running this cool worldwide business, a sensation. Having business mentorship from the top people in my industry. Coming up with a new business plan. Oh, this is the way it's going to be. Make a bunch of money. Meanwhile, I was pretty miserable. And the thing crashed. And the wife walked out. I lost where I was living. Spent one night homeless. Didn't actually go full homeless. Got a place to stay. The truck, even my Durango even blew a head gasket. It was a country song and a half. Lost all of my friends. Everything broken. Every single concept to the way that I thought it should be. And instead of sitting in misery, I was like, you know what? Oh, I'm the only common denominator of all of this. I'm the only common denominator of all of my failures. All of the things that have gone wrong. I'm the only one that's been here for all of this shit. I am the only one. I can't blame it on anybody else. It's just me. And I was like, whoa. This is just me in my own head coming up with all this. The reason it has to be one way or another. I was like, wait a minute. I'm just in my fucking moment here. It's just me having an experience. And as soon as I realized it was just me having an experience, I was like, oh, everybody's all in their own head. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares. Because everybody's all in their own head. So you just do you. And you choose to be the person you want to be. Nobody's going to come save you. So you scrap your way out of that hole, and it's hard. But the process of scrapping your way out of that hole is the thing that creates all the beauty. everything that is there to see and appreciate. If you've been in the depths of the darkness, all that does is create more beauty. So I'm just waiting for that whole society to crash. I'm like, fuck it up. Break it. Everybody's in the pit of shit. Walking their dog, not looking at the sunset. It's like, God damn it, guys. Like, for real. You sent 1,000 likes in the span of a couple minutes. Thank you. And I'm still here. And I can appreciate the beauty of all that sunset because of all that pain, you know? Hey, Daniel. Are words used to fool you? What? Words are wind. And everything that I'm saying means nothing. It's just a feeling that I'm having. You're going to take it how you take it because it's all your reality. It's your perspective, how you take my words. Words are nothing but a vibration, linguistic patterns. Oh, we create meaning out of this. And people watching all around the world, you know? Words don't mean the same thing. Planning on seeing my mom for the first time in 19 years soon. Big step. Damn. Why do you want to see your mom? I mean, for real. That's great. I think it's good to do whatever feels right for you. Sometimes when we detach, you know, it's for a reason. We hold on to this, family. I have family, and it's like, man, I do therapy sessions with people all the time, every day. Doing emotional alchemy stuff, coming in on these old painful experiences of family, and they're like trying to protect their own family, despite the fact that they're abusing them. And it's like, I'm just as much family as you guys are. There's only like 7 degrees of separation genetically here. But we get this like instinctual thing, I have to, family, it's very important. And it's like, yeah, well, people that are trying to control it are going to say that for sure. Walking the dog is a lovely thing, Brian. But it is the difference between walking the dog because of the schedule and there's the head down, like, I'm walking the dog, I have to walk the dog now, instead of I'm walking the dog in this beauty. And like, look at the dog appreciating the beauty. And it's like, no, come out of stop sniffing the thing, we're on a schedule. It's like the dog's doing it. The dog's in it. Oh, look at this, I'm like, sniff some piss. Yay, I'm a dog, fuck off everybody. Hooray. Meanwhile, it's like, no, act like a human, get in line. It's bullshit. I had been kidnapped as a child. Wow, and brainwashed. Wow, to fear. Wow. That's incredible. I'm so proud of you. See, this is the thing, guys. Everybody's got a crazy story. Gotta bounce, dude. Glad I caught you live. Catch y'all later. Peace, brother. Must be cool to be a dog, truly. And right here, what's your name again? Lost connection, good connection. Did I glitch out on you guys? I said I lost connection. We good? Turning fake, and I have no family left. All right. You're in a really bad spot. That's your perception. Right now, it fucking sucks. It feels that way. I get it. I've been there. I don't really have any family left. My own sister, turned on me. Took her whole family. I have, my mom left. My little 82-year-old mother was a crazy church lady, It's like, I have nobody I can rely on. It's just me. Doing my thing. Literally nobody left. You know what? All the friends that I lost in life turning to shit, I'm like, those are really my vibe anyway. And when you're at the bottom, all that shit, give it up. Take that dying breath of the ego, that deathbed breath, When you're at the end and you know you can't hold on to anything else. Imagine yourself as you're 100 years old. You cannot hold on to your cells anymore. They're gone. And you know that last breath is there. And you go, all right, fuck it. That's a vacation moment right there. That's the moment everybody's looking for. The little death that we all search for. Jacking off and going doing things. A little death. The death of the ego. The death of your concepts. So when you're at the bottom, there you go. Take that breath. And all you have is beauty to look up to. Yeah, you're in the shit. Don't thrash about. You're just going to get shit all over yourself. Look up. And everybody else who's there in the shit, wandering around like, fuck them. Go be you. Go be the person you desire to be. Lisa's free. Lisa was in some shit. Lisa, you and Katie need to be friends. Follow each other. Lisa was in some shit. I know the family stuff. Her adopted parents babysat me and my sister. Some serious brainwashing shit. Lisa is free. You've been drinking some clary tea. Demanding peace fill your lives. Yeah. May you be overcome with joy. Hell yeah. Gotta go. Man, glad you got to hang out here, old Tyack. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Lisa, be friends with Katie there. I think your name is Katie. She is going to see her mom after 19 years of basically being kidnapped and brainwashed. I don't know the whole story, just in comments here. When are you going to do more podcasts? I know. I have an episode recorded. Here's the problem, right? I do these TikToks and everyone's like, I need to call. Like, I want to do a therapy session. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I do therapy sessions during the day, help people working through their shit, doing emotional alchemy or coaching calls and things. And then I'm like, God, I got to go look at the sunset. Like, fuck all this noise. I'm going to go skate, And then I just don't have time to do the podcast. That's okay. Everything just comes together as it comes together. You don't get all caught up in it because then you're missing out on all the beauty, Lisa's free. Well, you can roll around in the shit. You roll around in the shit if you're in it. Just get all shitty like. It's fine. It's just part of life. Don't get all caught up in it. Just be like, oh, here I am in the shit, flopping about. Shit everywhere. It's a shit show. But don't let that become you. But when you get out of the shit, you finally decide, like, this sucks. I don't want to be here anymore. Then you'll move towards beauty. And it'll be even more beautiful. And then you're free. So anyway, podcasts, eventually I'll post some more episodes. I have 1 or 2 recorded. I got to check the recordings. I don't know. But it's actually Estonian, so more like Kadi, not Katie. Kadi. Oh, Estonia. You're from Estonia? That's cool. It's much easier to be you than pretending to fit somewhere. Oh, yeah. Just be you. Be free. I'm always number 1 for everyone else number 2. Yeah. Kadi. What's up, bro? Just wanted to tell you I love your vibes. Very uplifting and super positive. Love you. Glad you're here. Gotta make your own family for sure. And sunset is a must. Your family is all around you. I mean, you guys are like, I love. Some people are like, hi, Dad. I'm like, hope you had a good day at school. It's fine. We'll be family. Like, what the fuck is blood if they're bitches? Like, drop that shit, Skating is a must, Russ. Skating is a must. And I use skating as like a... Actually, I've been doing more biking than skating out on the e-bike. Just wild and free, running stop signs and things. We can be fam. We're fam. We're just all fammed. We're fammed up. Here we are. Look at all you guys. Everybody friend each other on here. Just be each other's fams. You know? Bam. Think we're actually cousins. Sure. I'm into it. Got a sweet-ass beard. I used to have a sweet-ass beard. And then I shaved it, and I was like... The beard fell off, and the mustache was left, and I was like... Look at this handsome motherfucker. And I looked in the mirror, and the mirror looked back, and it was like, you. And I was like, yeah. And then, yeah. It was a moment. It was a real moment. Do you live in San Diego? You look like you live in San Diego. Yeah. Encinitas. We're all down to be fam. Who wants to be fam? We're TikTok fam. And that's good enough. Because sometimes our actual fams are bitches, you know? I mean, how many of you here have completely, like, lost all of your family? Like, I have my little mom left, right? I've still siblings. I mean, there's some cousins out there, but real distant, you know? We don't have a relationship. Even if I want to change for the better, if it's possible, as always. What? Right now, you're in Encinitas. Right now, where in Encinitas are you? You guys are all fam. Oh, we're besties. What's up? Hi. Bam, we're not friends? Now we're friends. No family? Yeah. No family? That's fine. You okay? It's totally okay. Lisa, you're here. When you're public about your information, was in a very abusive family. I mean, I know the family. I was a friend, like family friends. Like, was babysat by her parents. I remember the vibes a little bit. It's pretty heavy. And I was like a guest in the house, you know? And Lisa exposed the family of the abuse and was ostracized. But fuck them! You know, it's like, you don't gotta put up with abuse. Go be free. Oh, hit up Better Buzz. I like Better Buzz. By the beach. Everything's by the beach in Encinitas. Come on. Okay. I like Better Buzz. It's just easy. They make good coffee, and I have a little app, and when I ride my bike, just rip it along on your bike. Just order my coffee when I'm riding in. And then I walk out the back door and start making videos. But if you walk around behind Better Buzz, you'll see all the places I always make videos. And you should definitely come say hi tomorrow morning. Well, it's 9:26 right now. We'll see how late this live goes. I'm feeling fiery. So come give me a hug in the morning. I'll be there. I don't know who I have on my schedule tomorrow. I'll have to check the app. I gotta look. I don't really pay attention to that. What's up, New Orleans? You're up to way too late. Okay, you need to get some rest, girl. Hope everything is well. Keep on keeping on. That's what I do. Yeah. Yeah, Lisa, and you were adopted too. So it's like double whammy. It's like, oh, here I am, like a literal fucking orphan, right? That gets adopted by some bullshit. That's bravery to break out of that. That is some power right there, girl. Say, no, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. To be free. Like, nice work. Girl, get it to Better Buzz in the morning. I'll probably be there like 9:30 editing videos or something. You'll recognize me because I look exactly like this. No ripping down the coffee shops in rural Michigan. I live in rural Leucadia, okay? There's Encinitas, then there's Leucadia, and then there's rural Leucadia, which it's still technically Leucadia, but I call it rural Leucadia because it's all agriculturally. It's like old farmland. And I live on a tiny little dirt road. There's chickens that wander the yard. So I like to think of it as rural, even though I'm like right by the beach. So It's rural Acadia, you know. Gotta go. Sleep well, sleep well. Yeah. It's hard to rip down to a coffee shop on your e-bike when you live in rural Michigan. It's real snowy. I hear there's some nice lakes, though. Same here in my northern neck. Yeah, where are you guys from? Like, what's it like? I mean, I've lived in, like, rural San Diego, out in Hamul, which is, like, deep East County. It's, like, big kind of 10-acre properties. That's where I, like, had been living, and kind of, like, horse properties. I lived in, like, townhomes or track homes in Mira Mesa, which is part of San Diego County. Mexico! Where in Mexico? I love Mexico. It snowed today. Damn, guys. What is that? I don't even know what that is. Yeah, Lisa. Yeah, Hummel is out there. Mira Mesa is nice. Lisa, where do you live now? Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. Living wild and free in the woods. A Youper? What the fuck's a Youper? You a Youper? You're a Youper. What is that? I don't know where Youperville is. Where's Youperville? Man. I bet that rural Michigan is like really, really nice. 6 minutes to average to any lake. I'm gonna come visit. That sounds fun for a minute. All that cold though. And I like doing an ice bath, but I like getting out of the ice bath and in the sauna and warming back up and then riding my e-bike in the sunshine. But I get it, right? My lovely Sarah's from Michigan. She tells me stories of the winters, and I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, do people like that? And she's like, yeah, people actually really love it. She's like, it's cozy. You have like your winter wear, and it's like kind of, she romanticized the whole thing. I was like, really? That does sound kind of nice. Like snuggling up in some fuzzy pajamas by the fire and things. But for me, just growing up in San Diego, I'm like, ooh. I like to visit the snow, but that sounds painful, you know? I can't even own clothes that would work for that. I had to buy a big jacket when I was running the meditation circle. I was out there at 6:30 in the morning. Now, sometimes, granted, I'd be out there at 5:30, do my, clean the place up and do my meditation first before everybody came in to do the meditation circle. And it was cold sometimes, right? Now, you're going to laugh, but it was there was definitely mornings it was 38 degrees. Now, when you're sitting out in the cold, in 38 degrees for a couple hours, I'd be out there at 5:30 in the morning, then we didn't leave till 7 usually after meditation and stuff was over. I'd be bone cold, and I had to buy a jacket. I had to go to REI and buy a real jacket. With a hood. Fuzzy stuff inside the hood, you know? But San Diego doesn't even make clothes. There's no distributors that send clothes to San Diego that are actually... You have to go to an adventure store. REI, you know? What's up, Bree? Good to see you. You have to go... There's specialty stores for cold things, you know? You can't even find fucking clothes for it. All the jackets in regular stores around here are fake jackets. They don't actually keep you warm. They're just for looks. It's I have a big fuzzy jacket on. I'm going to put my Uggs on. You know, meanwhile, it's 60 degrees. And all the girls are in their big fuzzy jacket with them. Stupid. 13 degrees. Oof. See, I understand that I've been in cold weather, but I just living and doing the, fashion, totally. White girl fashion, you know, it's 60 degrees and they're ooh, I gotta wear my Uggs and my fuzzy jacket. And meanwhile, they're in a mini skirt doing the jacket, Uggs, and, you know, whatever. Yeah, 45. See, people that are actually from cold climates, like Sarah, my lovely Sarah, I'm aren't you cold? She's no, I'm good. This is great. I'm you're a weirdo. I don't know how to do this, you know? She had been living in Colorado before she moved here, so she's a little... Uggs with shorts are the funniest. I should take some videos for you guys for San Diego weather. It's I'm fully well aware. Ooh, let's have some Island Mango Kombucha. as you guys are in the snow. Hold on. Oh, welcome to the island. Fuck right off, Daniel. People are dying in a snowdrift right now. You're drinking island mango kombucha and complaining about 60 degrees. You know, it's like, gotta have a little perspective here. I'm in Colorado now, and from Michigan. The algorithm is strange. Whoa. Wait. But you're from not Austria. Help me out, Kati. Estonia. You said Estonia, right? Are you from Estonia? Yeah, pinky up, bitches. You're in the sunshine now, you know? Damn, it's gonna be near 60. Time to put the Uggs and shorts on, guys. You know? Oh, the family's from Estonia, but you lived somewhere else. Well, I think Estonia is pretty cold, isn't it? Grand Rapids. What's up with all the Michigan up in this bitch? You guys, it's so cold there. Well, that's cool. You have dual citizenship. Utah. Hey, my kids just visited, Utah with the cute big canyons and stuff. Her mom and her grandparents took them out there. Washington. Mitten State. I like Washington, Oregon. That place is great. It's been a minute since I've been up there, a few years, maybe 4 years. Did a little camp out with some old buddies. Well, I say camp out. We went and stayed in this little cabin on somebody's property, and we went fishing. It was pretty fun. Caught a big stockhead. No, we're trying to get salmon, but we ended up getting, what's the other one? What's the other fatty? It's not a salmon, and the meat's a little bit mushier tasting. It's not as good. Help me out here, Washonians. Not a trout. What's the other big-ass fish that swims around in the lakes and the rivers up there in the ocean? It's not a salmon. It's a something or another. It's bedtime in Michigan. Not a bass. The tuna. No. It looks like a salmon. It just doesn't have the hook. Stockeye. Thank you. Yeah, stockeye, right? That looks right. It's like a salmon, but it's not quite. Like the meat is a little bit mushier. It's not as good. We caught one of those. It was huge, and I was with a bunch of guys from. I mean, despite the fact that I'm from San Diego, I really like kind of like roughing it and camping and fishing and things like that. And I've always been into it ever since I was a kid, even though my dad was like an electronic engineer. Yes, stockeye is a salmon, but it's not like the good salmon. It's still a salmon. It's a wuss salmon. Like, it wasn't nearly as good. You had a salmon that mated and it was molting. That's why I was mentioning. See, never eat the salmon that are mating and molty because they're mushy. That's a lot of alliteration, you know what I'm saying? When you're talking about salmon. The mating, molting, mushy mushers, motherfuckers. Appreciate you being here. Are we friends? Bam. You know things about salmon. We're friends now. What's against the law? Eating a mushy salmon? It should have been against the law. It wasn't any good. I thought we were doing it right. We were under a bridge. You like smoking cigars and fishing. Chris was from Oregon. He's supposed to know the laws. It's a bunch of guys from the music industry. You know, it's like a bunch of fucking guitarists. Like, rock and roll dudes. Like, let's go fishing. Oh, Ranger Rick better not be in this bitch. Right? TikTok already tries to ban me enough for just living my life. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to eat a fish out of a fucking river. They're jumping out of the water, you know? But it was like fishing season. They were all swimming up. Everybody was fishing. And how do you know which fish? I mean, it's like I just put the same thing in the water. It's like, the fish can fucking decide on what they're gonna. Yeah. It wasn't like intentionally. Everybody was fishing there. I'm pretty sure we were doing it legally. We had little licenses and stuff. It was real cute. I'm up late. It's 9:38. I did just fine, and you have stories to tell. I call that a success. Yeah, and we have some good pictures from it. Real cute pictures. We got a wilderness scene. I had like a puffy jacket on. I was cold too. I was like, damn, the wilderness is cold. There wasn't any snow. It was just probably like 50 degrees, and I was like, I'm in the wilderness with a beanie that I had crocheted myself. It was cute as shit, really. And if you can tear them out of the water, yeah, wait, consent, you have to ask them if they're spotted. Excuse me, fishes. May I please catch you? Is everything cool? It gets awkward when you're fishing for salmon that are all horny and stuff. Like, fishing for horny salmon is it's awkward for everybody involved, you know? And when you catch them, they're all flopping about and stuff, just horny as shit. You don't even know if you're supposed to eat them or not, and then you eat the wrong one and it's mushy because you're from San Diego and you don't know anything about salmon. You know what I'm saying? You guys are following with me. Becky's here, Queen of the Roses. What's up, Becky? How can I stop overthinking everything? You gotta stop. Like right now. Here. Do it right now. Just take a breath. Feel it right here. Not up here. Just take a breath right now. Were you overthinking it when you were taking that breath? It's a habit. You gotta break the habit. Look, you brought them drinks and they have the salmon. Oh. All right, getting out of your head. You're wearing in your head for a moment if you just take a breath. So, your brain is a muscle. Your emotions are a muscle. Excuse me, I'm gassy from that kombucha. So just like any other muscles, you know, if you got some weak ass muscles, go work them out, right? If you got some overbuilt muscles, like lay off a little bit, you know? You got the beefy shoulders, you can't see your neck anymore. Like, calm it the fuck down, right? Your brain's the same way. If you're overthinking stuff, stop overthinking stuff. Smell the fucking flowers, you know? Go pick some daisies. Do the practices. Breathe. Get in your moment. Like, pet a dog, for crying out loud. Just be in your moment. Practice that. Learn to play guitar. You know, go skate. Those are just things I like to do. Maybe go fishing. Those are practices. I mean, are you going outside? I swear I'm not on steroids. Oh, meat. Just meat. I'm gonna go lift some muscles with my muscles. Like, that's the thing I just struggle with when I look at society, right? I'm like out picking daisies with Sarah. And everybody's walking along the trail there, just holding their heads, and it's like, Sarah and I are on the e-bike, right? You guys have heard this story, right? Picking a bunch of daisies and handing them out to people. And the one guy that we broke through, was this little old man walking a little old dog. And Sarah's like, here, we got this for you. She hands him some flowers, and he goes, I needed this. And he smells them, and he like looked up, and he had like a little glistening eye, and we were like, we love you, bye. Ride off on the e-bike, you know? Like, he got it. Like, he received it in that moment. He got out of his head. In fact, it brought a tear to his eye. He was so moved by a little moment. Meanwhile, the daisies are all around him. Every fucking where. There was piles of them. There's a literal metric shit ton of them. That's a A standardized measurement of daisies. Sometimes it takes a little, like, it really was cute. We were both like, ooh. Just like loving it. But then there's all these other people on the trail too, right? The little old man received it. And there was a bunch of moms on the trail. It's not a trail, it's like this big cement walkway, you know, it's where all the cute people go do their thing. And there's all these daisies growing everywhere. I went and rode through it tonight for sunset, just to like go take a little ride through the daisies because it's amazing, you know? Grow daisies from the shit in your life. Yeah, absolutely. So I just wanted to go ride through the daisy corridor because it's like, you know, honestly, like the whole spring in San Diego, it's like, hooray, the daisies, and then it's like hot as fuck, and all the daisies are like, oh god, like who put this damn sun here? You know, and they all die real quick. So it's like it's a quick moment. You got to catch the daisies. And there's all these people walking on it. The other day when Sarah and I were there, I mean, some of you heard this story or you saw a video about it. I'm glad you love me. Thank you. I love you. That's the only reason you love me is because you know that I love you. That's real. And I was literally in the daisies, right? They're like up to here, right? Sarah and I are covered in pollen. There's bees all around. We were just like vibing out with the bees. They're everywhere, you know? Sarah was literally cut. She had so much, because she was just like, face in the daisies, you know? Just, had pollen all over like a friggin' maniac. And there's people on the trail walking the dog, right? They're surrounded by beauty, but they're just like, and I shit you not, you guys. This one woman, it's stuck in my mind because I was standing like 4 feet away from her, and I really was like, I'm gonna get her to pick a daisy. And she's like, that looks so fun. And I was like, I literally, right in her eyes, like real intense Daniel, I was like, it is fun. I was like, reach out your hand. I literally did this. I was like, pick a daisy. It's right in front of you. Just reach down and pick it up. These are words that came out of my mouth. I'm like, there's a bunch of them. I'm surrounded in the field of daisies. And she goes, it was like she couldn't. She was just constrained by her concepts of the way things should be. I'm on my walk. I have my schedule. I have to do the people things, the motions of people. And she was like you could see it in her body. She was like, I want to pick a daisy. I know that would be fun, but she was like, it was the craziest thing. I was like, just pick a fucking daisy, you know? They're right here. No, everyone's stuck in her head. They don't do it. And all you guys are like, how do I get out of my head? Go fucking get out of your head and go pick a daisy. Stop with all those thoughts. You have to decide to stop being the way that you are, to be something new. Now, granted, it might be a little uncomfortable to go frolic about in some daisies, but literally every single person was like taking pictures of us. They're like, you guys are so cute. And we're like, you want some daisies? One lady picked them. We're like, pick a daisy. She's like, we're like, just pick some daisies. And she goes, I have to pick up my kids. And it's like, you can't reach down and pick a fucking daisy. You know, you got to pick up your kids, you know? And she was with her man or boyfriend or somebody who was like taking pictures. And as we were riding away, she was out in the daisies. She was like down a little ways down the trail. Like she finally broke. It got through to her. She was like, oh, I can pick a daisy. And she had an armful of them. And she goes, we go riding by, Sarah and I, just daisies everywhere. Both of us on an e-bike, like it's way highly over, like it's designed for like 230 pounds, and there's 2 grown-ass adults on this e-bike just zipping along. And she's got an armful of them. She goes, we're like, you did it! She's like, I got the purple ones too! There's some listeria. She was all happy. She broke out of it. She broke out of all the bullshit. She went and picked a daisy. Just like you guys want to do. She's like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, that's cute. That'd be neat. That'd be neat if I could pick it. It's fucking everywhere. Beauty everywhere. You guys are all stuck in your head. Oh, I gotta be stuck in this misery. Fuck off. Let's go pick a daisy, you know? I'm not even reading these comments right now. I'm just ranting. God, let me catch up. Just waiting for the dog to finally shit. Side note, what kind of guitar is that? Any extra nice acoustic electric so it won't break the bank? This guitar, exactly this guitar. This is a Taylor GS Mini, made by my friend Bob Taylor. He was a friend. He was my old business mentor. Great guy. He actually gave me this guitar. Really great guy. I highly recommend Taylor guitars, just because of, like, I know Bob personally, and he is truly a good man with a heart of gold. Like, he used to help my little shop out. He used to let us store our, because we didn't have space in my shop, store wood over at Taylor Guitars in their tents and stuff like that. He's like, look, you just buy it, buy the, he's like, stop buying like small amounts of wood. He's like, you gotta buy like 450 board feet at a time. And I was like, okay, good idea, Bob. And then, he like helped us get to like a bigger level. He's like, you can store it in our facility. He's like, take it over to my shop and process it. He has like this little man cave shop. But he was just, no need to help us out, my little business. We were just in the same neighborhood. And just because he appreciated people, and he would totally help all sorts of people out. He knew all of his employees' names. You walk through the factory with him, over 1,000 people work there. And he'd be like, hey, Jim, how's your arm doing? And Jim's like, oh, yeah, I'm doing good. I'm feeling better. How's the wife and the kids? Like, knew everybody's names. It's wild, man. Like, dude's good. So I highly recommend Taylor Guitars. One, because I know Bob personally, and he's a fantastic man. He's just really, really a gem. Their business ethos and everything is amazing. Their guitar design is fantastic, and they, like, Martin Guitar sends their team of guitar builders to Taylor every single year just to learn shit. Like, they're 30 years ahead of everybody as far as design and development. They also have Andy Powers working for them now, who sees sound waves. He's done the new V-Class bracing, which is, when it comes to frequencies and energies and the way that acoustic resonance boxes work, like fuck all the other guitar brands. The V-Class Taylors are so balanced all the way up and down the fretboard. Every single note is pristine, the intonation, they're something else when it comes to acoustic guitars. Now, they have a particular sound to them. You might like a more muted sound, kind of that like older, like Martin-y sound. I like a little bit of zing, instead of the real mellow. So if you like the more mellow sound, you might go with a Martin or a Guild or something like that. But if you just know how to actually play a guitar, you can get whatever sound you want out of it. And I figure, when it comes to guitar tone, might as well have the full range of tone instead of being constrained into this little thing, and then just learn how to play guitar better. So if you don't want it to have the upper end that the Taylors are so very good at doing, just play a little more mellow. Anyway, this is a GS Mini. They're made down in the Tyack plant. It is a solid top. This is a mahogany top. Actually, yeah, that's mahogany. This is Sapele. Looks different. You see the grain on that? That's mahogany. Sapele is in the genome of mahogany, but it's a little bit different. And so the mahogany stuff has a more mellow tone. I didn't pick this guitar, Bob just gave it to me because we were doing an event, and I needed a guitar to do a different tuning on, and he let me borrow it, and then he's just like, just keep it, kind of thing. But this is like a $450 guitar. It's laminate back and sides, which means it's a plywood construction. But on the back and sides, I don't use any shit plies in the middle. They use actual tone woods instead of just putting some pine or something in the middle. They use quality woods, so even though it's laminate, so I actually appreciate this guitar because if it goes out in the sun, it's a little bit more durable. If it's at a campfire or the beach, and I just kind of beat the shit out of it. So it's a lot more, it holds durable. It's not quite as rich and full sounding as a solid wood back and sides, but can't have it all, Anyway. You would have picked a dozen? You would have, for real. Hey Daniel, can we make big mistakes? Can we make big mistakes if we are too happy, like giving away too much too soon? Here's the thing with mistakes. This is learning. You're just in a moment. So, fuck shit up. Go be happy. You'll learn. Like, it's better than making a mistake when you're miserable. Just learn from it, Lisa, love you. Go sleep. Okay, let's see. Song to play on guitar. What's my favorite song? Just whatever's coming out of my fingers. You know? Just letting it happen. Get the GS Mini. If you need just a good guitar, I mean, it's under $500. It's phenomenal. Like, you like what sounds like? This isn't even set up well. It's all beat up. It's got some rattly things in it. Because I've not been taking care of it. I haven't changed these strings for years. Sounds great. I used to play this. It was kind of a joke to me because I was an electric guitarist and I'd be hired on these electric guitar gigs and I have all these like vintage guitars and like $4,000 guitars, and then I'd have this little GS Mini in the quiver. Because I was like, yeah, fuck you, acoustic guitarist. I'm going to play a laminate back and sides and it would still slay. Okay, how would you reply to such a thing? The tomb is empty, he is risen. Oh, well, you're talking about Easter here. The East Star, the sun rising in the east, new life. He has risen. Setting in the west, it's the East Star. It's a pagan tradition. You would say that I have Jesus in my heart, and in every breath that I take, there's new life. And I exhale the bullshit, and all the sin, all the things that keeps me separate from God, and I inhale and I pick a fucking daisy. I don't know, I'd probably say something like that. But you do you. Oh, you just bought a new guitar. Anything good? You like mahogany best for the sound? Okay, I like my particular favorite tone woods for a guitar are a like Sitka spruce top. But here's the thing with Sitka spruce, like they're old growth trees, and Taylor guitars only takes them that are fallen. They don't cut them, which is the beautiful thing about Taylor. So it's hard to find good Sitka spruce anymore, like a good solid piece of it for a whole thing, because you just be laminate, which is fine. Taylor has good processes for laminating the tops together. Like you can see, this is split in the middle here. You guys don't need to know that much about tone woods, but I like a Sitka spruce top with a rosewood back and sides. The rosewood gives a little bit more punch, but that's a more bright, kind of punchy sound. But if you like mellow mahogany, this is mahogany top, which is kind of not a normal guitar top, but I can pull all the sorts of spice I want out of it. I'm not even playing with a pick. If I play with a pick, it's a lot more schling kind of sounding. Yeah, I'll explain the energy field around your body. I would say welcome back, Zombie Jesus. We're going to explain the energy field around your body, the auric field, the toroidal field of energy that is you in a moment. But first I got to take a piss because I've been drinking way too much tea. Listen to me, all you guys make friends right now. Talk amongst yourselves. Somebody say, hey, I got this going on in my life. This is what's beautiful. And then make a friend in these comments because you guys are all of the same energy. You're like, oh, I want to be happy. I want to pick a daisy. Who likes picking daisies? Talk amongst yourselves. Make some new friends, bitches. Oh, go be free. Don't be constrained to all of your bullshit emotions. Just love people. Are you guys talking amongst yourselves? Are y'all being friendly? I'm going to make some tea real quick. Cool your shit. I'll be right back. I'm literally just like 8 feet away from you, so everything's okay. It's not like we're not completely different continents and stuff anyway. Just because I'm not on your screen doesn't mean you have to freak out. I'm here with you still, even if I'm not on the screen, you know? It's just fucking energy, which we're going to talk about in a second. The toroidal field of energy. I would love to pick a daisy, but my seasonal allergies hold me back, honestly. All right, go sniff a tree or something. Well, seasonal allergies. Pet a dog, right? Find something you love. Pick up a rock, right? Here, check this out. You can grab one of these motherfuckers, right? See this little cute rock? When I sniff it, it doesn't smell like anything, despite the fact that I've been trying to trick my brain into making it think that it smells like grape bubble gum, because I think that would be funny if I ever smelled an amethyst. And I was like, grape bubble gum. I haven't done it yet. I'm working on it. But there's so much beauty in this thing. If you just take a little moment to get out of your head, you discover the magic within. There is magic all around you, waiting for you to attune your senses. But you're busy thinking about taxes and shit, so fuck off. But if you do have daisies, speaking of which, mine are beat up. Look at my little daisies. I just pulled all the dead ones out tonight, right before this live. This is all I got left. But these ones are still kicking. They're kicking hard, you know? Like this little guy, look at him. He was the same length as everything else, but he was like, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to live my life, you know? And the other ones gave up, and they're like, fuck it, I'm dead. He found the magic in rocks, but then they sent me to rehab. Just lay off those rocks, okay? I see, you got a floor chair. Yeah, my back, my knees. Honestly, it's my knees when I sit in like lotus, kind of like that for a long time. Sarah got me a little floor chair so I wouldn't hurt myself. Because sometimes I'm doing like therapy sessions with people, and I usually like to sit like in a, I kind of have a modified lotus position because my legs are pretty thick. So it doesn't work to like do the full yogi lotus. But I really like to sit that. Well, we're talking about the energy field, right? So just I get my foot up in there instead of on top. Because I just have, like yogis don't skate, right? They don't have meaty ass thighs. So doing the full lotus is possible, but you can't like, it's just like, they have skinny ass little legs, you know? It's like, it's not as comfortable when I'm sitting and meditating. So I'll get into the modified Daniel version of the lotus and kind of like tuck the feet, which allows me to sit in a nice posture and actually feel the energies of my own body, which I can tap in on somebody in a session and feel the energies of their body. Hark. Did you guys hear that? That's the sound of tea! Calm your shit, little teapot. Calm your shit. We're going to talk about the toroidal field of energy in just a second. You calm your shit, everybody. Be right back. Just talk amongst yourselves. I'm standing 8 feet away. Still here with you. Don't have the attention span of a turd, you know? Hold it together. All right, are we still here? Everybody cool? All right, man, what are you guys talking about? We're going to talk about the toroidal field of energy and stuff. We're going to talk about some hippie shit. It's going to be great. Can you feel it? Can you feel the hippiness tingling inside of you? Everybody, do you feel it? Because if you're actually present with your life, you're not all caught up in your head, you can feel it. It is the Holy Spirit. It is the still small voice. It's your motherfucking nervous system, right? It's all jammed up through your mind. Okay. Love the videos. Glad you're here. Energy field. We're doing it. I swear. I will keep being me and doing my thing. I promise. I cannot help it. Okay. What's up, everybody? All right. You guys ready? You are an energetic being. Ooh. Weird, right? In ancient Rome, there was two philosophers, which were, from names that were unpronounceable by the modern tongue. Probably wearing some cute skirts, That had a differentiated. They had different ideas about stuff, They're getting all philosophy about stuff. And it's like, ooh, this way's right and this way's right. And one of these motherfuckers, pardon me while I put my wrist back in place from falling on it too much. One of these guys was like, oh, it's all one. God, my wrist is so loud. Don't fall on your wrist when you're one-wheeling, going like 20 miles an hour, because then the little bones get kind of tweaked in there, and then sometimes they pop out of place real easy when you're just trying to move about, and then you gotta rework it real quick. And one guy was like, oh, it's all one. Your body and your spirit and your mind, it's all one. And the other guy was like, no, bitch. You got your body and then you got your spirit somewhere else. Right? Well, they just didn't have science. They didn't have something called an oscilloscope. And then Rome, being the 1,000-year reign that it was, completely setting the entirety of Western culture. We still believe the whole thing about that it's not all one, when all of the Eastern traditions believe that it's all one, because they kicked that guy out and they sent him off to the East. And he's like, fuck you guys. I'm going to go hang out in China. And then they were like, oh, it's all one, right? Now that we have science and understanding and things like that, we can see that it is all one, but we still feel like it's separate, like, oh, I have a soul somewhere else. God, my fucking wrist. Really, that little bone gets out of place and it just... Anyway, so just culturally, we don't know how to feel it. The oneness. We think, oh, what's this hippie shit? Oh, the oneness. It's scary, like witchcraft, voodoo. Because Rome also was like, oh, don't study the secret teachings. The Roman Catholic Church, when they wrote the Bible, which has influenced our entire Western culture. Great values and good teachings and things like that, but also a system of political control. So they're the ones that killed Jesus. They're also the ones that wrote the Bible and told the stories about him, and they had an agenda. So they put that together cleverly, the Council of Nicaea and things like that. 300 white dudes in little skirts compiling all of the teachings of the time. And they had a very clear agenda to say, no, it's not one. Because when people feel that and people get happy, they don't pay their taxes, right? And they were losing control because Jesus had taught people how to love. And he was like, don't give a shit about all this. Go pick a daisy, like, you're okay. But people, he was breaking people out of their heads by loving them. And so then they killed him off, and then, but his teachings had spread, right? It was like herpes, just spreading out. Everybody's catching it. They're starting to love each other. And they didn't care about getting thrown in the pit anymore, in the lion pits and stuff. They were like, nah, fuck it. I'm still going to love you. You can kill me. And they weren't paying their taxes. So Rome had to come up with new strategies of telling them that they would have eternal damnation and hell and things like that. Meanwhile, they cut out all the stuff about feeling the oneness. They cut out all of the energy work. They killed off witchcraft. They said, no, this is bad and naughty. They framed the witches, who were just energy workers and herbalists and things like that, trying to heal people, trying to help people feel okay in their nervous system, how they understood how to do it in ancient times. And they kind of wiped all that out, because when people feel okay, they're no longer scared, and they no longer listen to the machine. It's fuck those guys. So they killed off all the energy workers, they burned the witches, they did that stuff, and they programmed into you that your spirit is somewhere else, and then you have your meat suit. And if we can kill your meat suit, but that spirit that's somewhere else, oh, it's going to go to hell if you don't pay your taxes, kind of thing like that. It's had a pretty good racket, going on with that stuff for a while. So we can't feel it in our Western mind, in our culture, in our society. So we got to do a little stretchy shit like yoga. We got to move the body around. I'm going to do some breath work. Huff and puff. Do some Kundalini Kriyas, hold your arms here for 30 minutes at a time and stuff. Think different thoughts. Just to reconnect our mind and body to be like, oh, I'm creating all of the sensations within my body. Now we can look at that and say, okay, we have these neural receptors. We have just simple things of the endocrine system. We understand that in science. And it's like, yeah, well, the mind, how you think about things, how you see things, creates your feelings, creates your physical reality. Those energetic things of discomfort, of emotions, actually cause dis-ease from this mental level. We can see that now. It's being studied a little bit more in depth. You can look at like Joe Dispenza's work, kind of gets into that deep. He's a good one. Hippie shit. Neuroscience and environmental philosophy. Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the One Wheel. If you look up One Wheel Zen on Instagram, I haven't been riding for a while. I just took so many crashes and I just ended up riding the e-bike. But I got a bunch of old footage. Just the One Wheel Zen is me riding one wheel stuff around. Friends with Kyle and all those guys from San Diego, wheel fun stuff. Neither here nor there. So you got this element that we feel it differently in the Western mind than the Eastern traditions of the oneness and things like that. That we, seems like weird hippie shit. But what's happening is you actually have a toroidal field of energy, just like any other magnet, all of your atoms. In fact, you are built of atoms. Like, you understand that in your Western mind. You are all of these different little atoms which are creating molecules based on how many electrons are around them, and then the nucleus with the protons and the neutrons and the whatever-trons and metatrons and things like that. They create, depending on what the elements are, how many electrons are spinning around, they create different molecules, which are the building blocks of life. You've seen the periodic table of the elements. And then those different elements, stick to each other with magnets. And actually your body, although those atoms cannot touch. Like, you've actually never touched another human. You've only ever felt their energy. Because atoms cannot touch each other. They're suspended in an electromagnetic field. Your unus, none of it is a thing. It's all dead space. When we look at it on an atomic level, it's not there. Though we manifest physical reality based on our concepts. And now that's not just how you think of it in the mind, that's how you feel it. Because your brain, all the brain waves and everything of your nervous system are a whole lot more than your mind. That's the ego, your concepts of the way things should be. That's the egoic mind. To say, it is this way and it is that way. And in fact, the original sin of separate from God, of knowing good and evil, is, this is the right way. This is the wrong way. This is the right way. And then you limit yourself to this tiny little thing of understanding when the whole thing, and then you can't go pick the daisies. You can't enjoy the beauty. And you are separate from God, the whole thing. That's the general concept. And on that subatomic level, if you get a little bit deeper than the atoms in the energetic field, you have these little quarks and muons, nuons, little things like that we're studying in quantum mechanics that all do what they do based on your expectation. So this little motherfucker is here when you expect it to be there, and it is here when you expect it to be there. And it's here, and it quantum tunnels. It doesn't move from here to there. It is here, and then it is here. And it spins in this direction, and it spins in that direction at the same time. Gets a little bit creepy, right? Nobody understands what's happening there. That's why all the quantum mechanics are like, okay, God. It's like anytime we can't understand a concept, we go, oh, it's God. Fuck. But eventually we'll build a bigger microscope to get down a little deeper, and we'll make sense of that, and then we'll find another layer that doesn't make fucking sense. Because as energy works, it is a constant flow of information. And that's why we have these concepts of flow, in Eastern traditions and things like that. In the Tao. Or the Tao, however you want to pronounce it. You can go both ways on that one. At least as far as I've read. This flow of information. It cannot be known because that's in the egoic mind. It can be felt. It's an experience. So to bring this all back in, your feeling is a concept. Like you cannot have a word for something you cannot feel. You cannot express something that you cannot feel. It doesn't exist if you can't feel it. Like, think about what a foozle does. Feel what a foozle does. Do you feel it? No, you can't feel it because that's a word I made up for the sake of analogy. You can't feel it because there's nothing connected with it. It's just some dumbass word I made up. There's no feeling there, but you think of love and that's a feeling. You feel it. Some in your depths. So that's an emotion. That's an energy traveling through. And it's completely built based on your concept of it and your egoic mind, but also your feelings. So it is the whole thing. It is all one. This energetic flow of you, of information. Like, look at my hands moving here. Wow, hippie shit. I mean, that's magic. My wrist isn't working real great tonight, but everything else is magic. But it's like I can move my hands around, right? And I'm just doing shit with my hands, flop them about. Now, I'm kind of thinking, flop my hands about, but I'm more feeling it. Because if I was to think, okay, move, flop about. It's like you're not thinking that fast. You're just feeling it. It's this energetic information going through my body. And in fact, you see my hands moving now. Before, I've been moving my hands around to talk this whole time, and you probably didn't even see it. Because it was in your beta brainwaves. It was in a lower level of consciousness. Now that you place your awareness on it, you're like, yeah, Daniel's definitely moving his hands around. I get it. That's in your alpha consciousness, your alpha brainwaves. So you are nothing but energies moving through. Like, what do you think neural reception is? But an actual electric flow from atom to atom. An electron, that's how current works in electronics and things like that. This you see on a magnet, right? You see a picture of a magnet in the science book, and it's got the little arrows that go doot, 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 out and around. You guys are picking up the vibe. So it's an electron jump from atom to atom to create the energies of life, the flow. Your body is about 4.8 billion volts. Now, that's not amperage. You're not shooting lasers out of your dick or anything like that. Everybody calm down. It's just the volts that each cell creates, the natural energy of life, the natural things that your body does. When you die, your body goes back into base carbon forms because the energy is now gone, dead. It disintegrates because it is not being held together anymore. The atomic field is no longer spinning, doing its thing to create a field of energy. Remember, those atoms are not actually touching, they're just magnetically suspended to create the different elements that are you. And there's a communication when this electron goes doink over here through magnetic current flow, the natural flow of energy, the way stuff works. And there is this flow of information through all things. And that's why we have this we are all one. And that's why you can feel love from me, because I put it out very strongly into the field. Ooh, the hippie field. It's witchcraft. It's wizardry. It's force of will. It's me demanding through faith, through mindset, through a feeling set, that you will be loved and you will feel it. But you do. You can't help it. Love wizard, bitch. You can't fight him. So there's an energy right there. You just picked it up. The same way as the sensor from my phone, right? There's photons being shot out of lighting sources right beside me. In fact, I can turn them off and on. I have some little lights set up here so you can see me well. There's a different perception, right? Oh, you perceive me differently. Different energy. Oh, look at that. Different. Ooh, moody. Moody perception. Something different. All based on the photons that are bouncing off of me, which is effectively made of nothingness, and then hitting the sensor of my phone through this analog information of actual waveforms of light, of these photons moving through the air, bouncing off, hitting the sensor picks it up, it translates them into digital information, it shoots them into motherfucking space. The ghosts of Steve Jobs and Elon Musk wrestle an alien in a vat of jello, like a big kiddie pool, not the little cheesy ones, but a big one. Gets freaky as fuck. And then they beam it down to you, through 5G or whatever. It's just an energy. It's a frequency. An oscillation of photons. Just like everything is. All around you, every single atom of air molecules. It's all there. You just think of it as dead space. But you're suspended magnetically somehow in this magical field of chaos. And then you have this energy flow of you. These condensed atoms. Funk. There's a person. Here's a wall. You have a density mass in physics, where you have these atoms that condense at a lower vibration. That's where we get the whole idea of like, I'm going to go higher vibration. I'm going to turn into a beam of fucking light. Well, it's like, calm down. Like your skin's going to burn off if you try to do that. Like you're in a meat suit here. Just calm down. Figure out how to quantum tunnel before you try to get high vibe and turn into a beam of light. And that's just getting out of your mind. That can happen. Jesus did it. So, a bunch of other guys in history too. Yogis and stuff. Chapstick, guys. Moisturize. It's important. Drink your water. This is an old ass tube of chapstick. It never runs out. I don't know how long I've had this thing in my pocket, but it just never runs out. I don't know what they put in here, but that's some energy for you. So you, as an energetic being with a natural current flow of electron jump from atom to atom, have a particular energy field. It's called your nervous system, motherfuckers. You have a spine in there. That's why the yogis sit straight postures, so it's like not kinked. Oh, it's like a hose. You don't kink the hose. That's why you get that straight posture, so you can like kind of feel that greater sense of God. You can feel that greater energy flow. You can tap into the source, which is how I do all my videos. I never plan them. I don't have a fucking thing on my mind. It's just what's on my heart, and it comes out. Here's what needs to happen. And then because I'm sort of tapped in on the greater field of how everybody feels, then you go, oh my gosh, Daniel, this thing really hit home. And it's like, yeah, I know, motherfuckers. I just felt you. I mean, this photons from my camera or my phone here are beaming into space and hitting you in real time with no lag. Like, you don't have a problem with that technology. But all of a sudden we're like, oh, the hippies. Oh, they're talking about weird shit. That's because you don't understand how it works. So anyway, you have these little things called chakras in Eastern tradition. Western tradition is called the nervous system. You have these little nerve bundles through your spinal column. You got your root. That's where the energy comes in. You got your sacral. It's an energy center. I think those are memories. I think that is the same as your mind. The way you feel it in your gut. When somebody leaves you, somebody dies. Ugh. Your girlfriend breaks up with you. Ugh. Why do you feel that in your gut? That's a feeling. Your endocrine system is triggering hormones to cramp that up to give you an actual physical sensation. From what? A concept? An energy? Then as it moves, and there's a little nerve bundle there in your spinal column. Right in your solar plexus, your life force. nerve bundle running in that spinal column. Your heart space, the center of you. Feel it in your heart, follow your heart, all that shit. Something going on there. It's also the, how the blood flows through your organs and everything. It kind of keeps you alive. It's important, the thing. Don't know if you've heard of it. And then you got your throat chakra, and you got your third eye, which is your pineal gland, effectively. And then you have your crown chakra, which of these are from Eastern tradition. And so you have this energy flow that flows up through and out and around a toroidal field of energy, just like every single fucking magnet works. It looks like an apple core. Goes up the middle, comes out and around the outside, goes through, and it spins at the same time, and it's just a big shit show. But here you are, as a little space fart on a tiny little rock in an infinite void, taking things so seriously that you can't stop and pick some daisies. Like, get out of your fucking heads. You're nothing but an energetic fart in the infinite expanse of nothingness. And you're taking it too seriously. That's where all the pain comes in, because you're not feeling that flow. You don't allow for the beauty. You don't allow for all of it. You create the original sin, the separation from the it, God, the feeling, the whole thing, by saying this is the way it must be. I have to do it this way. I have to do it that way. Look at them doing it wrong. Look at them doing it wrong. Meanwhile, all of it exists. And in your human experience, it is your perception and your perspective that creates your experience. And it is just right here in the moment. Because when it gets down to that subatomic particle level of those things quantum tunneling to here and there and spinning this way and spinning that way, they're all based on your expectation, how you perceive it will be. And time being a total shit show and made up, as the illusion that it is, it's not even linear. It just expands from the center, which is you, which is the heart, which is right there, the center of the toroidal field. That's where everything congeals, and then it goes out from there, and then it does the apple core thing. It is the Big Bang. Your very moment of everything that you understand and perceive of is created in that energetic field, the Big Bang, from there. Now, you can put your concept and you can put your perception out here somewhere, and you can put your perception down here in the muck, and you can be out here separate. And that's just you creating your reality by perceiving it from somewhere other than center. So that's why we have all these traditions of, breathe into it. Just breathe into your moment. That's because all the breath shit happens right there. That's how you perceive it in your egoic concept. The feeling of center, the feeling of oneness. Following your heart. So why don't we do this right now? Place your hand on your heart, your actual heart. Try to feel your heartbeat. Do you feel it? If you can't feel it, shut the fuck up and feel it. I feel mine. Now take a breath. Breathe into that space. Let that breath go through your whole body. Feel your experience of being a human. Feel your emotions. Breathe deeply. There you are. Having a human experience. Nothing weird about it. Those are just all your emotions that you feel. Center into that. Breathe. Feel that? Notice how you're out of your head. Notice how you're in the experience of humanity. And you're not all worked up. Somewhere outside of center. Notice how your nervous system feels a little bit better. Notice how you might be able to pick a daisy in a state like this. Notice how you maybe feel love for me even greater now that you're a little more centered. Notice your moment. Notice how your neural reception has changed to trigger better feelings in your body. You're not so worked up. You feel a little calmer. You're creating your reality. You're creating your experience as you go from the subatomic level. All those little quarks running around doing all sorts of crazy shit. Create a pattern for which the electrons to spin around on, which creates your moment, your entire reality, in an instant, and everything works out from there. Nothing exists but this moment here. So when people say, how do I get out of my head? And I say, take a fucking breath. It means just take a fucking breath. Because your entire existence, what you perceive of in the past, doesn't exist. It's an electrochemical sensation in this moment. What you perceive of may happen in the future does not exist. It's an electrochemical sensation in this moment. And all you have is right here. And the more you can center into it, the more all of it is yours. And the more you can accept all the good and the dark and everything, the light and the dark and the good and the bad, all of it is yours. And you actually create your entire reality based on how you feel in the moment. So pick a fucking daisy, you know? An aura is not your wall to reality. That's just your electromagnetic field. Everybody goes, oh, it's a blue aura. Oh, it's a green aura. Oh, it's just, that's your perception. That's an egoic perception. To say, oh, it's one way or the other. It's just an electromagnetic field that you cannot perceive of. And any concept that you think, maybe your senses attune, you attune your senses to see it. I've had witches tell me all kinds of things. Oh, I see a blue. I see green. I see white. It's like just how they feel about it. That's their egoic perception of me. You're just magnets on a little teeny ball of other magnets traveling through an infinite void, creating your entire reality in the moment. So take a fucking breath, pick a daisy, Don't take it so seriously. You think we're one with nothing? You get to think however you want. That's your human experience. That's all up here. Doesn't have anything to do with this. Oh, Kenton's here. Motherfuckers!
Yeah. Said I can invite another host. That's Tyack too.
Hey Kenton, we were just getting hippie as shit, dude.
Let me turn the music up a little bit.
Dude, you guys, if you're not following Kenton here, he's a buddy. How far away? We're like a mile and a half apart right here, hanging out in different houses, hanging out together.
Yeah. We'll talk for a second here. I was watching you live earlier. Were you playing some guitar?
Oh, yeah. Playing a little guitar, having a good time, talking about daisies and stuff.
If you guys don't know Daniel, next to me here on the screen, he is just the guru of the obvious. How about that? I just came up with that.
I like that. Guru of the obvious.
You play some music and I'll draw another picture.
Oh, that would be great. Are we gonna co-collaborate here? I'm gonna play a song.
Yeah, let me just turn down.
Kenton is a brilliant artist, a local dude in the community, has come to the meditation circle I was leading, and just a really just wonderful dude that does all this really cool, mindful art. And so we're going to feel something together right here. Kenton, we were just talking about that feeling it from the heart, the energetic field of connectedness. So let's co-create, dude. I'm going to feel into it with you. It'll be great. Feeling that vibe, Ken? Take a breath. You take a breath. You do not create from your head. You create from your heart. Feel that vibe. see that beauty, Kenton. I wasn't really looking.
That's okay. I took it down not because I didn't like it, but because when it's done, I don't keep going on it, man.
I want to see that thing. I wasn't really looking.
Let me hold it up. Then we'll put another one up in a second. Slow, slow.
There we go. Love it. I dig it, dude.
Well, I've been super into these chickens, so I'm gonna draw some chickens.
Some Dickens that always start looking like a dick and then they turn into a chicken.
Hey, the Dickens, I like that. You know what's cool about this is you guys, we did not plan this. We see each other all the time at coffee down in Encinitas, but
yeah.
I just tapped the button and now we're jamming.
Dude, I even got some. I got some daisies from the in between, right between our houses there on the walkway.
Yeah, down by the tracks.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I love it, dude. That was great. So yeah, if you guys are not following Kenton here, definitely give him a follow. He's a brilliant artist. He makes all these pieces, and then they're available for sale on his website. Always from the heart. I mean, we've been talking about that, Kenton. That like dynamic of both of us as like TikTok creators, creating from the heart and not from the head. And anytime we get in our heads about it, it fucking sucks. But when we create from the heart, then it's like this beautiful thing that happens, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know what I was reading. I was reading something to the same like your goal, and I think everyone's an artist. I think an accountant's an artist. I think my dad was a foundry worker. He was an artist. And I was reading something to the extent like when creating art or living life, the more you can not let your head know what your hand's doing. You know, like the minute you start thinking about it, you're screwed, man. So
totally.
Let me see. You play some tunes. Someone wants to have that one. Well, it depends where you live too. Shipping can get pretty expensive. We'll talk later. You just play some tunes, and I'm gonna draw some Dickens because I don't know where they're gonna go, but I just love.
Oh yeah, just Dickens. Draw, dude. Just draw. I'll play some tunes.
Actually, no. I'm switching gears. I'm gonna draw something else I've been super into.
So, guys, I'm spilling kombucha on the rug here, so we're good. We didn't spill all of it. There's a little bit left.
talking about the heart and the head, you know? So put those in there.
I love it. Dude, it's so good. And it's so relevant for the conversation we were just having on my live. We were literally just like feeling into the heart space. We were talking about the whole like energetic flow of life and everything happening and kind of on the mystic level. And we were just doing an exercise of like feeling it into the heart space and not being in the head and not living in all that anxiety. And then you pop on here and it was like, here we go. That's the flow. Let it create, you know?
I think that what you just said there for me is a daily practice because you said you did an exercise.
Yeah, we were literally
for me to just if you don't do the exercise, it's like reading up, running and expecting to get in shape. You got to do some exercise. You told me the other day, you're like, maybe in one of your videos, you're like, put your hand on your heart, and I did that.
Yeah,
and I think we have to get physical with ourselves.
Yeah, it's just it's like a mindfulness state, and that energetic flow that is you, of the whole of you, where we get stuck in our heads and we get stuck in all that anxiety and we get stuck in all that bullshit, and that's not the whole of you. So to move back to like that center, it's like that proverbial center, the heart space. I mean, even in science, we see these brain cells in our heart. It's like a memory center that we don't know how to access. And we always say follow your heart. So I mean, even for Kenton's audience here, do a practice, an exercise. If you want to truly be centered in life and not in your head and not in anxiety, just do the visualization of like breathing into that space. Feel your heart beating. Like actually put your hand on your heart and breathe into that space. Just number one, it's going to center your mind. It's going to drop you out of all of that anxious thinking. It's going to pull you back into the center of your creation, of your actual body, of your heart beating, of your lungs breathing. It'll pull you into your moment. When you just focus on the simple heartbeat, you're not worrying about all the bullshit that's causing you the anxiety and causing you the depression. You actually change the neurochemistry of your body to trigger new neuroreceptors so you feel better about life. So it's not just some mystical bullshit. It's an actual changing of the physiology of how your nervous system feels to be centered in your moment. And then when you want to create something beautiful, you create from the heart. Because every time you're trying to create from the head, you're creating a demand of the way things must be. And that's exactly where all of the pain of life comes from. It's non-acceptance of the way things are when it's all of the things from. It's non-acceptance of the way things are when it's all of the things. So creative art, whether that be music, whether that be doing accounting, whether that be doing whatever you do, doesn't matter. Like follow your heart. Follow that center. Take a breath, for crying out loud. Breathe into it. Feel yourself in the experience and get out of your head. Get out of all the bullshit. So you can feel all of the beauty of life. You can feel all the joy of it. So just as Ken and I were doing, feeling it into in our hearts and just creating some beautiful art and music together, you can do the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's just creating some beautiful art and music together. You create something beautiful together. And you know what? Everybody that was tapped in with us probably felt a lot less anxiety. Probably felt a lot less of that bullshit of life of like, oh, God, I'm all worked up, you know? You're just in the heart. Follow that. You'll be better off. I broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
If you think of proper spelling, I said, did I spell feel right? Feel the beauty?
I feel the beauty. Yes. Dude. I want that for a t-shirt art.
If anyone, yeah, we got a t-shirt. Yeah. I forgot I was going to be able to do that one. If we had, someone had the Weepies on loop. Wait.
It's breaking up a little bit.
I dig these chickens, and I don't. Yeah, I probably got to log off. I'm gonna log off. I just wasn't planning on going live. and then I'm like, I'm going live, and I tapped you in. So I'm gonna call that.
We had a perfect moment together.
Oh.
All right. Again, it's breaking up, but I love you, dude. We'll tap in soon. Everybody follow Kenton.
Yeah.
Follow this man. He is a gem, a beautiful artist, and you can buy his prints and put them up in your house and remind yourself to be in the moment. I don't know how to turn this off, Kenton. We're way too old for this shit. All right, that's Kenton right there. Thanks for all the things, guys. Yeah, Kelly son right now, Kelly, my kitty, and enjoying it. Good. Bye. Yeah, if you guys follow Kenton there, just a brilliant local artist guy, dude I met through the meditation circle. Actually, I was riding my skateboard one day, ripping along, and I came across Kenton at Swami's Beach, making doing this beautiful art on a surfboard, this cool, long, giant doodle. And I was like, this is awesome. And I was just talking to him, and he's like, you want me to do your skateboard? And I was like, hell yeah. And he's like, what do you want? He's like, do you want a word? And I was like, flow. And he made this like beautiful design on the bottom of one of my skateboards. And still have that one. It's not broken or anything. And I was like, do you like meditating? He's like, yeah. And I was doing the meditation circle, and so he came to the meditation circle, and we just been friends ever since, and see each other around town, grab coffee at Better Buzz and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So if you're following along and you've been here for the whole like talk of the energetic field and everything, and feeling it into the heart space, like there's a pretty cool example of like feeling some true like flow in the heart space of Kenton and I kind of connecting right there. In that like beautiful creation of life together. Now we were doing it in form of creating music and art and cute shit, but it's like you can do that with everything. You can do that with all of your relationships. You can do that with everything. Just feel into it. Let it be good. Follow your heart. There's a true energetic flow there, and you're creating your reality as you go. Oh, dealing with past trauma, that's what I do with clients all day long. That's what I did with myself. I do a system called emotional alchemy, or a modality called emotional alchemy. And if ever any of you need some help, hit up my profile link. I'd love to walk you through the process of unpacking old traumas and finding all of those things of the nervous system that are causing us these like energetic memories that are held within. Because what is the shadow? What are old traumas? But energies that make us feel incongruent with our moment, that take us out of the moment. So to kind of clear those energies out, to become aware of them. So the process I use is emotional alchemy, effectively feeling down into the experience of the pain. We go into the portal of pain. And when you have that pain of opening up those old memories and things like that, what happens is you have an injection of cortisol in your body, which floods your brain, and it opens up neuroplasticity, means you no longer have a neuron that is bonded to pain. So you have a context that used to be a painful context. Now you can kind of debond that from the pain and create a new context with a new set of feelings. So it's a way of reprogramming your emotions and your feelings on an energetic level. So if any of you need any help working through that stuff, I'd love to set an emotional alchemy call with you. And it's a video call like this. It's one-on-one where I help you feel down into your traumas and bullshit. And if any of you want to just do a coaching call, you just want to talk to me in person and kind of work some shit out, I love doing that as well. Those are both available. Just hit up the website. And there's a little contact form, pretty simple. Just fill out the contact form. The lovely Sarah will get in touch with you. We'll figure out what you need. We'll fuck some shit up. Bada boom, bada bing. You're off living free. You know, picking daisies and stuff like that. It's pretty good. Oh yeah. You got to live all those moments. How much do the consultants cost? The consultants cost. The emotional alchemy session with me is $200. It's about an hour and a half, and we get in some big old heavies and deal with some shit. Coaching calls are $150. Sarah does emotional alchemy as well. She is phenomenal at it, and I was like, babe, you need to charge the exact same thing. She's like, no, it's your thing. I'm like, babe, you're better than I am. She's like, you're better than I am, kind of thing like that. So her sessions are $150, and then she does coaching for $100 calls. And we do a group session every week, a men's group and a women's group. for people that do not have that money, where it's a nominal price of $50 a session, where we teach you to walk through the process of feeling down deeply into your feelings, unpacking those things, and then reprogramming into a new way of being. So it's to create new feeling sets instead of a new mindset. Works great. That's what I did with myself. It's literally the method that I used to heal myself after having my entire life destroyed and crumbled and coming to the space that I am now. So, I mean, it's one of those like, I don't only work for the company, I'm a client. Like, it's literally the method I discovered of feeling down deep in when I didn't have any means for therapy or anything like that, and I was just at the bottom and had to heal myself. So it took about 3 years to work through my shit. But now we've got a good system to do it, and it really opens some stuff up quick, and you really get free. Once you get the big things out, then it's like all the little stuff just gets sucked along with it, and then you can do it yourself at home for fun even, you know? Guys, I should probably go to bed. It's 10:51. I don't normally go. I turn into a pumpkin at 10, you know? But I hope you all learned some shit. And I hope you all stop taking it all so seriously. Because you're just a little space fart on a tiny little rock in an infinite void, creating your entire experience by how you feel and how you think. Just drop your shit. Take a breath. Be in your moment. Pick some daisies. Also, tomorrow is 420. And I highly recommend you guys find a screening of The Big Lebowski. Most major cities will find some little independent movie theater that will do a screening of The Big Lebowski, because why the fuck not? Movie's hilarious. It's a great like take on Zen, you know? The dude just wants his rug back. 2 a.m. here. Go to bed, for the love. Like, baby Jesus doesn't even want to stay up that late, you know? Like, go the fuck to sleep. Oh, I'm going to do the same. But I love you all. Thanks for hanging out. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. All of those things. Going to work. You're going to work right now. Right now. You're going to work. Are you waking up to go to work? You got one of those weird schedules. I don't understand those things, but I love you. Just be awesome today. Whatever part of the day you're in. Just live it. Don't take it all seriously, you know? Just be the thing. You're creating your entire reality. You guys got this. We'll see you soon.